Hey guys, welcome back to Tbonestech. In this video, we are going to be reviewing this 31-inch carbon fiber slider from Kamerar. When it comes to buying a slider, you can spend anywhere from $50 all the way to $5,050. The reason why I chose this one in particular is I think it's a great value for the money. First off, we're going to go into all the features that this tripod has to offer. Then we're going to show some real-world sample footage that was taken with the slider. This slider has two carbon fiber rails, which makes it extremely strong and rigid. I can put a lot of my weight here in the middle and it's just going to barely flex. Rigidity in a slider is extremely important, especially if you are planning on mounting this slider to a tripod. And that's because the support of the tripod is going to be holding it here on the middle, and you don't want your slider to bend downwards when you have the heavy camera on one end or the other. So the carbon fiber rails are extremely important and really make this a solid slider. The next big feature for me is going to be this counterweight here on the end. This is going to help us get extremely smooth video by acting as a counterbalance. If I give the slider a little push, it's going to slowly come to a stop, and that is thanks to the counterbalance here at the end, which is attached to the belt. You can mount this slider on top of a tripod, but you don't have to. It actually has four legs right here, which are actually going to fold in if you do have them on a tripod, and they can fold down here, so you actually don't need to carry a tripod at all. As long as you have a nice flat surface, the legs are fully adjustable, so you can raise and lower them to your liking, and then you can lock them in place so they're not going to move. There is a really handy level here on the base of the slider that's going to really help you make sure to always get a nice level shot. On top of the plate is a 3/8 inch screw, and that means that you can put any 3/8 inch tripod head on top of this slider, screw it in, and then be good to go. Right here I have the Manfrotto 502 HD head, which makes for extremely smooth video. This video head costs around $200. Of course, you can spend a lot more or a lot less. It all depends on how much you are willing to spend. I think this is a great middle of the row fluid head, and I think it matches perfectly with this slider. On the back of the base is a red knob, and you can use that to screw down and lock the slider. Basically, it's just putting tension on your carbon fiber slider, and it only really works for an on-off switch. Unfortunately, you can't change the tension of the slider with this knob. There's two bumpers on both sides of the base of this slider, so if I push it a little bit too far, it's actually going to bounce and then start coming back. And those do come in really handy if you go a little bit too far. Unfortunately though, with the counterbalance on, if you slide it all the way here, it's actually going to bump into my fluid head rather than using the bumper. So that's a little bit annoying, but definitely not the end of the world. So now we are going to get into some of the sample video footage, and I think you guys are really going to like the footage that comes straight out of this slider. Overall, it's a fantastic slider. I love how it's built out of lightweight and strong carbon fiber. The counterbalance weight is definitely a must when shooting professional video, and overall, you really can't beat the price tag of $200. In the past, I filmed with a $600 carbon fiber slider, and the build quality of that one was definitely just a little bit better in every single way than this one, but it didn't quite justify the extra $400 price tag over this slider. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I'm definitely happy to answer as many questions as possible. For current pricing and availability, I'm going to have links to this exact slider on Amazon, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to click those links. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.